Nice, rounded, and well-developed shoulders are key to the V-taper physique. They help create the image of a wider upper body and a smaller waist. This is something girls 100% of the time psychologically crave. So in this video, I am going to show you how to build some nice, well-defined, well-rounded shoulders. And as a bonus, I am going to show you not one, but two key mistakes people make that absolutely kills their chances of having nice shoulders. So we're going to first start off with some anatomy of the shoulders. We have three different heads for the shoulders. We have the front delt, the lateral delt, and the rear delts. We need to go ahead and make sure that we're hitting each muscle fiber optimally in order to go ahead and help create some muscle growth and help create some nice proportionate shoulders. So for our first exercise, we are starting off with a compound exercise. This is going to help hit the front delt and also some of the triceps. A lot of people try to isolate the front delt when really that's not necessary, as this tends to be the most overdeveloped part of the shoulder in most lifters. To perform this exercise, stand with your feet shoulder width apart and place your hands on the bar. Now you're going to go ahead and lightly lift the bar off of the rack and place it on your shoulders. Now you're going to go ahead and take a deep breath, brace your core, do not arch your back, but slowly lift the weight up, and while also moving your head and tilting it a little bit so that it doesn't hit your face. Then you're gonna go ahead and lower it back down. You're gonna repeat this for reps. Again, make sure you are keeping your core engaged while also not arching your back. Use a weight that challenges you and make sure that you maintain proper form. I do believe that variety is key though, and sometimes I'll use a dumbbell instead of a barbell to go ahead and do this exercise. While a lot of people try to go ahead and sit down for this exercise, I advise to go ahead and stand up. Standing up engages much more of the core muscles and also leads to greater overall strength and stability that also helps transfer to real life activities. Now we are on to my favorite exercise. This is basically your width builder. This is what really helps build your just V-taper physique. So what I'm trying to say is, do not skip this exercise. And we are talking about the lateral delt. Oh boy, I love the lateral delt. So again, like I said, this adds width. And what we're gonna be doing to go ahead and train this muscle group is to go ahead and do lateral raises. To do this exercise, you need to stand with your feet shoulder width apart and grab a very light dumbbell. So get your ego out the door. Yeah, I know, sadly, you're gonna have to, but you're gonna have to grab a light weight of dumbbells, right? And then you go ahead and you keep your elbows slightly bent and your shoulders relaxed. Raise your arms out to the side until they are parallel to the floor. You need to think about pushing the weight outwards. Not really trying to go ahead and pull the weight up, but pushing it outwards as much as possible. This cue helps target the lateral delt so much more, and it really helps target that instead of the traps. So your traps won't take over on this exercise and it'll be really good. So push your arms out, and then you're gonna go ahead and slowly descend back. It kind of looks like a bird flapping their wings, kind of like that. It's important to avoid swinging the weight up and obviously using your ego. So this is why I said use a really light weight, something that you can comfortably rep out for about 12 to 15 reps. To fully target the lateral delt, we can also incorporate another exercise called the cable lateral raise. Basically, this is just the exact same form that we've done with the dumbbells, but we're gonna go ahead and use cables to go ahead and put a better emphasis on it. Well, not really better, different emphasis on the lateral delt. And this helps to create, again, well-rounded shoulders. This is something that I really do prioritize in my delt training to go ahead and help create a much more wider physique. And I recommend to use both exercises in your routine. So just switch depending on the day-to-day, depending on the routine that you have, just switch it. So for example, if you're doing push 2 times a week, you may go ahead and incorporate dumbbells on your first push day, and then on the second push day, you're gonna use cables. We need an exercise to help target the rear delts. And now this is the second mistake that people really make when it comes to their shoulder training. They skip rear delts. For some reason, they go ahead and do this, and then they kind of help create this more just not so capped shoulders. And the thing is that it doesn't really look that good, especially when you have other sides of your delts like fully developed, and then you have the rear, it's just almost nothing. It looks really flat. I personally fell victim to this, but because I now know better, I started incorporating them into my training, and now my shoulders are looking much better. So another exercise we're gonna go ahead and do is called the hip hug. To perform the hip hug, start by standing with your feet shoulder width apart and your arms at your sides. Hold a pair of dumbbells and hold them with a neutral grip, and bend slightly at the hips, keeping your back straight. From here, raise your arms out to the sides, your elbows slightly bent until they are level with your shoulders. Then, bring your arms back in towards your hips, hugging your hips with your elbows as you squeeze your shoulder blades together. This movement should be slow and controlled. And of course, you can go ahead and go heavy on this, but of course, don't ego lift. Remember to keep your core tight and your back straight throughout this whole exercise. This will then really help target the rear delts, and your rear delts should be under control with this exercise. Use a weight you can comfortably rep this out till or near failure. But of course, I believe in variety. So I'm gonna give you another exercise, and this another exercise is gonna be the cable rear delt fly. So to do this exercise, we're gonna stand shoulder width apart, and we're gonna use a cable machine. So put the cables to the highest setting. Then you're gonna go ahead and go grab both of the cables in a cross arm type of way, kind of like this. Then you're gonna slightly bend your elbows and shoulders down and keep your chest up. Now roll the cables back and squeeze your back. This exercise helps targets the rear delts in a stretched position, and again, variety is key, so incorporate them on different days. To develop some well-defined shoulders, here are some general tips. 1, make sure you incorporate at least 3 sets of each exercise. 2, you want to go ahead and perform these exercises till or near failure. And finally, make sure you program these exercises into your routine well enough so that it keeps you much more efficient on your fitness journey. I hope you guys walk away from this video fully well knowing how to optimally train your shoulders. If you guys want some one-on-one coaching with me, click on the link in the description below for a free consultation call with me. So click it. If you guys enjoyed the video, like is appreciated, and subscribe to the channel for more fitness videos. It's me, Amarian, right out here. Peace out.